Hi, I'm Jackie, and today I'll be sharing with you a wonderful music called Juba by Nathaniel Dett. Nathaniel Dett is a famous and very successful black Canadian American musician. Not only he's a very accomplished composer, he is also a professional organist, pianist, choral director, and music professor. And one of his most significant or signature composition technique is the use of hybridization by combining African folk song into his classical piano works. As you can see in today's music called Juba is incorporated from an African American dance called Juba, which is also called hambon or jig. One of the significant rhythmic gesture in this music is the left hand part, as you can see here, which is imitating a stomp on the downbeat and then followed by an upbeat. It can be either clapping or tapping the knees or the chest, so it will sound like something like this. And then on the piano, this is how it sounds. So in general, Juba dance is composed in a rondo form, and then stylistically it has a very catchy tune. It's also very rhythmic, but because of its rondo form, means there are many repetitive sections, and by that means that students get to design different dynamics level at each repeat. And then what I like about this piece is that not only it shows virtuosic and how skillful the performer is, but then I think it also shows how great technique and control on the hands on the performer. But then there are several challenges in this piece, and I summarize it into 4 parts. The first one is the lips, as I've shown earlier in the left hand part. So one way to do it effectively is to use the circular motion. So after you play the bass note, you draw an upward circle to play the repeated double notes and then going down again. So you have a circular motion. And then for the second challenge is the double notes in the melody. It sounds difficult, but that wasn't really as difficult as it looks. What students could do is to practice the upper voice and then practice the inner voice. That way they gain control in the outer voice and inner voice on a weaker finger, and then combine them together later on. And then the third one there is hand crossing. So in the third section we have hand crossing section. This is challenge students' coordination, and the practice tips will be practice left hand first and then right hand, and then combine them later on. And then always remember to voice the melody. And the last challenging part about this piece is the repeated chords, especially in the coda section. When we have repeated notes, remember to keep our wrist loose but with firm fingertip, and then add a little bit of forward motion to facilitate the repeated notes so that we don't have any tension. You can play it in more relaxed. And this piece is in a pretty fast tempo, but I would suggest that for younger students, they can slow it the tempo down. And for playing level, Royal Conservatory of Music labeled this as a level 10. Alfred labeled this as late intermediate level, and Jane McGrath labeled this as level 10. And even though Henley, Urtext, ABRSM, and Trinity did not include this piece, but I think they're in general in grade 8 for ABRSM and Trinity, and grade 5 or 6 in Henley Urtext edition. And I would recommend that if you're interested to play this piece, you may look up the edition by Alfred. This is all I have, and hope you enjoy my playing of Juba by Nathaniel Dett. Thank you.